We've all seen how billionaires invest in their way of life. Expensive mansions, wealthy person jewelry, supercars. But did you know that one of the world's wealthiest people, with a net worth of more than $50 billion, lives a minimal and humble life? Well, since 1958, Warren Buffett has resided in the same residence. Most people associate wealth with someone who spends $1 million rather than someone who has $1 million in the bank. People frequently mix the trappings of prosperity with genuine wealth. Warren Buffett is widely regarded as one of the finest investors of the 20th century. Buffett is also one of the world's top 10 billionaires. People used to say that Warren Buffett lives in a little house. Yes, why does the Oracle of Omaha, an American business billionaire, live simply in his ancient house in Omaha? We can infer to this Warren Buffett's frugality. Frugality, on the other hand, is a beneficial habit that helps to stabilize money and save for the future. As a result, many wealthy individuals, like Warren Buffett, live below their means. Warren Buffett's Omaha house was a huge investment. Of course, yes. The majority of people believe Warren Buffett's residence costs $31,500. Actually, it is only half true because Buffett purchased it for close to that price in 1958. But did you know that the average Omaha house is valued roughly $285,000 in 2019? A fact, it is similar to another of Warren Buffett's finest investments. Buffett continues to live in the home he purchased in Omaha, Nebraska. In addition, Buffett said CNBC in 2020, "I wouldn't trade it for anything." However, the fact that a billionaire lives in a modest residence perplexes many individuals who aspire to luxury, despite having the means to purchase any house or even a hotel anywhere in the world. He wants to live in a humble house in Nebraska, where he grew up. The tale of the billionaire's humble abode. The world's 10th wealthiest individual, with a net worth of $105.2 billion, continues to reside in the same property he purchased in 1958, long before he made his fortune. Buffett has resided in the same house in Omaha's central Dundee area for the past 6 decades. The Oracle of Omaha paid $31,500 for the house, which is now worth almost $250,000 in today's currencies. According to the self-made millionaire, real estate is a significant commodity for a great many people. If you know you're going to live in a specific place for a significant amount of time, or think it's very likely, and you've got a family, the home is great, he said. So, what makes Warren Buffett's Omaha home so special? In a letter to his shareholders in 2010, Buffett stated that the mansion was the third best investment he'd ever made. Even if he had made a profit by renting the house, he would have lost out on the most essential things in life. "I gained 52 years of terrific memories in it with more to come," Buffett shared. Spanning 6,570 square feet, the humble abode features 5 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, according to Business Insider. The original 1921 stucco structure sits on a corner lot and appears to have some additions. The value of the entire block is estimated by Zillow to be $1,240 million, which is a pittance for the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, a worldwide conglomerate holding corporation with assets worth more than $873 billion. As it turns out, the Buffett home isn't even the most costly on the street. In fact, the property next door is smaller in size but is valued $200,000 more than Warren Buffett's, according to CNBC. Buffett demonstrates that home is truly where the heart is. "I'm pleased there. I'd relocate if I believed I'd be happy somewhere else," Buffett told BBC about his modest Nebraska house. He added, "How would I improve my life by having 10 houses around the globe? If I wanted to become a superintendent of housing, I could have as a profession. But I don't want to manage 10 houses, and I don't want somebody else doing it for me, and I don't know why the hell I'd be happier." Warren Buffett, the son of a U.S. politician, grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, and developed an interest in investing. He returned to his birthplace in 1965 after studying at Columbia University to gain majority control of Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated, where he presently serves as CEO. It became his principal investing instrument, and he made the decision to return to his hometown. According to Business Insider, he paid $31,500 for a small property in 1968, which is now worth $250,000. He also stated that the house was the third finest investment he had ever made. The home is currently valued at $652,619. Let's learn more about this modest house. The suburban location, located on a quiet street, has no traffic, and provides Buffett with the calm he has known since he was a child in Omaha. The house on Farnham Street is less than Barker Avenue, is 1.5 miles distant from his boyhood home. The house has a living complex that spans 6,570 square feet, as well as a large front yard and backyard with groomed lawn and shrubberies. According to Go Banking Rates, the thrifty mogul spent $43 per square foot. However, today's rates have risen, and the home is now worth $161 per square foot. So, what are some of Buffett's best investments? Buffett lives a tranquil life in his house, with wedding bands as the top two investments in his home as the third. According to Fancy Pants Home, the property has 5 big bedrooms and 2.5 baths. It is also said to have a lovely living room, a kitchen, and a backyard terrace. Buffett, an astute investor, purchased a property for less than he could afford. He chose to invest and save instead of paying off the mortgage and incurring the additional costs of property ownership. Buffett had a regular day at his house with a typical schedule. While most people would expect a millionaire to have a gourmet chef prepare his meals, he loves to eat at fast food restaurants. The millionaire begins his day by ordering breakfast from McDonald's or dining on his way to the same office where he has worked for the past 60 years. He enjoys playing bridge with his buddies while he is resting at home and can play for hours on end. Buffett is a secretly talented musician, and he practices singing and playing his ukulele. Going to the same office building for more than 60 years, he enjoys the normalcy of having a simple home. While the abode has a simple exterior, it is secured and gated with security cameras to ensure the utmost safety of the billionaire. The traditional stucco home has a wide driveway with parking space in the backyard to park his signature Cadillac cars. The house has been a safe getaway for Buffett, who prefers to live his life out of the public eye and enjoys working in finance. The investor formerly had a vacation house in California, in addition to a home in Omaha, Nebraska. The home in Laguna Beach, California, acquired 3 years after purchasing the Nebraska property in 1971 for about $150,000, is now worth less than $1 million due to inflation. He listed the mansion for $11 million in 2017, but reduced the price to $7.5 million before selling it in 2018, according to the Los Angeles Times. Warren Buffett has led a low-key existence, as seen by his modest investments in autos and real estate. In 2006, he declared that he would contribute more than half of his Berkshire Hathaway shares to charity, and a few years later, he committed that 99% of his fortune will be dedicated to charity until the end of his life or death. That's all we've got for you today. What are your thoughts on Warren Buffett's humble abode? Genius or not so genius? Let us know in the comments down below. If you liked and found today's video fascinating, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be up to date with the most exciting things as soon as it's released. Thank you for your time. See you in another video shortly.